Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Happy Coffee Chats. Happy Tuesday to everybody. How is everyone this fine morning? Yeah? How is everybody? All right. That's much better. It is the 13th of June already. We're into summer, and it's been a beautiful week. This last weekend wasn't this weekend on Sunday, just absolutely beautiful day. So pleasant. I had a request right off the bat.
Quiet, please.
For Joyce and Nancy. They'd like to come up and just start the meeting off real quick with an introduction to, I think, the tea event. Is that correct? Yeah. Let's see, and this might be the...
Should we take that?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good morning, everyone. How are you today? I'm here to let you know about our tea party that is coming up on Tuesday, June 27. And it's a white glove affair only if you want it. So, just to let you know, this is a men's and women's wonderful tea party. Lots of treats, bakers out there who are volunteering things. Just gonna be scintillating and lovely, the event of the season. So please sign up, because we need to know how much food to have. So you know, there's in both libraries on the bulletin boards.
I was just teasing. Welcome, hello, woohoo for tea to come. It was a high tea, it was a low tea, it was a postponed tea, it was every kind of tea you could think of. Women and men come to the tea. Just wanted to say, all you who have volunteered to come and help, please show up at 12:30 that day, the 27th of June, at 12:30 for instructions. It shouldn't take too long, maybe. And we're delighted and excited and hope to see you there. As she said, please sign up so we can figure out how much food, because if you don't sign up, we don't know, and I'll eat it all. I mean, no, we gotta have enough for everybody. So we're looking forward to seeing you at the tea.
I just hate to mention this, but we are requesting donations to help defray the cost. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Well,
Oh, question?
What kind of tea is it?
It's gonna be a variety of teas.
Not Lipton, I hope.
Well, we can have Lipton for people who are Lipton people. We're going to have a variety of teas.
so the question was, what types of teas?
Very
And
good.
Joyce was saying there's going to be a plethora of teas.
Yes.
So whatever your heart desires of tea, they will have it, I'm sure. Or you can request it, I'm sure, beforehand so they can make sure and have it there, right?
Maybe even passion tea.
You could sign up and then put your tea choice next to it, perchance. All right. So, all right, I'll move on to what's happening today. We have Lori Robble here today at 10 a.m. in Marion Hall. And she is started a company. It's to simplify your space. So her concept is she'll come in and kind of help you with concepts on how to get rid of clutter and how to just create some chi. That's my wording. So this is what she says here. Do you desire to have more peaceful living space? A place where you can get around more easily? Do you feel like you don't know what to do with your stuff? If so, come and listen to Lori's interactive presentation and bring your questions. So that is at 10 a.m. And also today is kind of a busy day. At 1 o'clock we have tech class with Abby Key. We have a small amount of people that have signed up. So having said that, if you have an iPad or iPhone, because we have such a small amount of people signing up for that class, she's going to give a half an hour of free one-on-one time between 1 and 3. So if you have availability today and are interested in own an iPad or an iPhone, she can utilize that time and work with you one-on-one. So there's still time. Please sign up, and we will get that all scheduled up. Just show up in Marion Hall at 1, and then we will create the time slot for you to work with her. So hopefully you can utilize that service here. In addition, if you have any concepts of something that you're wanting to learn in technology, a specific topic, a specific idea, whether it's safety, GPS, maybe there's something about using the printer in the library, whatever it is, let me know and I will talk to Abby and we can create a class for it. I really want to get this going. I think it's important. And so if you have ideas, let me know. All right, I will move on also. Today is the painting class with Terry Berg, and there is still a few spaces for that, and there's an example of that project over there by my office, and it's hammered flowers. So sign up for that if you want to partake in that. It's a special painting technique. And I want to put a shout out for this Friday is our summer luau party, and that's 2 p.m. to 3:15 in the front lawn. And we have a very talented individual, Leslie Vincent, joining us for entertainment. And she's got an absolutely beautiful voice, and she plays the ukulele. So if you come and enjoy some nice music, and the weather should be nice, and there'll be an appetizer and a beverage, so that is happening on Friday. So there's my shout out, my plug for our luau party for Friday. I'll move on to the rest of this week here. So today also at 3 p.m. is our bandage rolling, so that is at 3 p.m. And the 14th is our TED Talks, which is at 1 o'clock, and there's only 2 topics this week because one of them is a little bit longer, so in duration, so I only recorded 2. And one of them is about a group in Russia, and it's a powerful message to Vladimir Putin. So it's an interesting TED Talk on this group, a resistance group kind of going against Vladimir Putin. So I hope you'll find that topic interesting. The second one is TikTok CEO Xiao Chu on its future and what makes its algorithm different, and that's also the second topic. Moving on to Thursday is our recorded coffee chats at 9 and 11. Wait, I'm forgetting things for Wednesday. I'm sorry. We're going to back up. Of course, I have to mention on Wednesday is at 1:30 we have 500. 7 p.m. we have bingo and 500. So I don't want to forget that for Wednesday. All right, so Thursday is our excursion day, and at 11 a.m. we depart for Minnehaha Falls. The weather says it's around 85. It's going to be a warm day. I have been there many, many times. There's lots of trees, lots of benches. There is the falls itself, so I know that can kind of help cool the area. There's also, next to Sea Salt, there's kind of an enclosed area where there's plenty of picnic tables that you can get out of the sun. So even though it's going to be a warm day, I know there's plenty of shade at Minnehaha Falls. So keep that in mind, whether if you've signed up or not. And if it's quite warm, of course, we can kind of close the window of time that we're there. So it's just to show up, have lunch, walk around for a little bit, and then communicate with the van driver, and we can leave a little bit earlier. So that's what's going on for Thursday. Friday the 16th, I'll move on to Friday. We have our 1 p.m. coffee chats, bridge and poker at 1, and of course our luau party, which I've already talked about. And then we also have our 7 p.m. movie. Oh my goodness, I forgot to write that down. So the 16th, our movie is What About Bob? This is a Bill Murray movie, if you like Bill Murray. A patient Bill Murray follows his self-involved psychiatrist Richard Dreyfuss on a vacation, and it's a comedy. So What About Bob is our movie for Friday. Saturday the 17th is our men's breakfast. It's also our women's ladies luncheon. They leave at 12 p.m. and the reservations are for 12:30, and that's the Rock Elm Tavern. What I'm doing is when I'm collecting that $5, as you know, I'm collecting $5 for your seat, your position to be saved once you've signed up for the ladies' luncheon. And many of the checks, I'm just kind of transferring from one to the other month. If you want to just do that instead of putting your $5 in, I'm just kind of continuing holding on to that check to save your spot, so you don't have to always write a check out. So if you have any more questions or confusion on that, let me know. And of course, this Sunday is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And that is what I have for the week. I'll hand it over to Jeff.
Good morning. Cliff Bombach is from Wisconsin. So he was uninvited to the summer solstice tea. He has no idea who Emily Post is. So as an alternative, he's hosting a party the next night. It's going to be a keg of Old Milwaukee beer and a wet t-shirt contest.
Yeah, we're just old, we're not dead.
Yeah. Cliff's comment is, we're old, not dead. Because he said that, we are not allowing a wet t-shirt contest at Ridgepoint. That is off limits. All right. One of my character flaws is I'm too positive. And I mean that. It's sometimes if you're not honest with what's going on around you and you don't face facts, you get in trouble. Last week's a good example. It worked. I went out on a limb and said, hey, I think this air conditioner is going to be replaced in the east hallway. And I left and I thought, God darn it, I put my foot in my mouth again. I wasn't 100% certain if that was going to happen. Thankfully, it happened. So, I have I'll do that later. I've had a number of people come up to me and say they saw a couple kids walking in the parking lot or a strange car or what have you. It takes a village. We all have to work together to be safe. There is safety in numbers. If any of you see anything strange out in the parking lot, yep, it's great that you file it away and say, oh, Saturday at 6 o'clock I saw this happen out in the parking lot, seemed a little strange. By all means, let the front desk know, call the front desk. I know a lot of people sit and they'll look out their window a lot. That's really, really fun to do. If you see something strange or odd, call the desk. Please. That the more we know, the safer we'll be. Not that this is a hotbed for criminal activity or anything, but we did have a number of catalytic converters stolen. That's over a year ago now. And since we've started closing that gate, we haven't had a catalytic converter theft. The first person we have closing the gate on the weekends, are people using that gate on weekends?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that answers that question. Sorry for even bringing it up. Now, a couple projects we have going on. I may have mentioned it last week, but we're doing quite a bit of work in the parking lot. We fixed a curb out in front of the west building last week. We've got the catch basins or manholes, as most of us know them. Some of those are washing out. They're going to dig out around those and replace the base so that those are secure. We're going to obviously patch all the cracks. So look for that to happen. The window washers weren't here at 8:30, but they were here at 8:45. So yes, the window washers are in the east building today. They're on the 8th floor. We're gonna do the east building, then we're gonna send them over to Sunset Ridge, and then we're gonna do the west building. And the theory is we wanna stay ahead of the painters in the east building and follow them up in the west building. And we think that by throwing Sunset Ridge in the middle, it'd give them, the painters, a chance to finish the west building. Okay.
You were going to bring a carpet sample.
What's that?
You said you would bring a carpet sample.
Yes, I was gonna bring a carpet sample and I forgot completely about it. But John Samuelson came up to me at 20 to 9 and said, "You remember the carpet sample?" I said, "No." Okay, when you get off the elevator, on every floor, this is what you're gonna see. Okay? And this is what you're gonna see in your hallways. All right? And what I say is hold your judgment until you see it all together. Having said that, how do you feel about the carpet, folks? Some up, some down. That's how it goes. When you get off the elevator, you're going to see this carpet, and every floor, you know, when the elevator doors open up and you see that the two pillars, and then the back wall is kind of offset a little bit into the wall. That back area is going to have a mural. Actually, not a mural, just a very artistic wall covering. And they're going to be bright, and they're going to be, I think they're really cool. And then there's going to be a chair similar to the chairs in the east and west lobbies with some colors you haven't seen out here before. We're going to have the 6-inch base like we have in both buildings, all the way up and down. I think it's going to be really, really, really cool, but I hope you folks think it is. I know that it's going to be better than what it was. Does everyone agree on that? All right. Does anyone have any questions on anything?
Somebody way back there.
Maureen,
Jeff, do we have to be in our apartment for the window washers?
do you have to be in your apartment for the window washers? No. No. There are some advantages to being in the apartment for the window washers, though. The most advantageous is you can wipe the screens off, or you can tell the window washers to wipe the screens. And they might do it. A couple bucks, I bet, would have it done.
Do they let us know approximately what time they're going to be on our floor?
You'll look at channel 991. Speaking of which, I ordered the card for 991. It's paid for. He told me that when it's shipped, he would send me an email so I could track the shipment. And as of yet, I haven't heard from him. You can look, you won't have to worry about the window washers for about 2 weeks. So hopefully we'll be up and running by then. Now I forgot where
In the apartment.
what was I?
In the apartment when they wash the window.
All right. Bill, did you have a question?
Do all the cars have to be removed in the back?
For what?
Whatever. Of the window washing?
Yeah.
Do no cars have to be moved for window washing? All right? Although, we need all your cars moved to the back for dinner tonight.
Elaborate.
Are the salmon arriving in the driveway?
Huh?
Are the salmon swimming up the driveway?
Exactly. No, you don't have to move your cars. There you go. Any other questions? Birthdays. Today is the 13th. Roger Parks. Today. On the 16th, Marcia Asp and Marianne Lisk. Marianne over there? No? Oh, she is? Hey, Marianne. The 18th, Mary Sue Barniscus and Kathy Bessie. And we have 2 anniversaries this week. Don and Pat Eckenrode on the 16th. And Dennis and Kay Sirkvenick on the 16th. 10 years apart. Should we sing happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Have a good week, everyone. Okie dokie. Love you, Pat. Pat's coming back on July 3rd or 4th. And we'll have the carpet up on this table for you to take a look if you want a closer look. Have a good week.